Most of us in modern society are living with a constant tension in our bodies. It's honestly nothing dramatic that would turn on the emergency signals. It's just this low level tension running under everything constantly. You might not even call it stress anymore because it's just our busy lives. We are trained to keep moving, to respond quickly, to fill every gap in our day with something like emails, news, planning, shared calendars in the workplace, where all man's anxiety begins. I'm super busy right now, or there's a lot going on. I have back to backs all day. Are you familiar with these? We wear these statements like a badge of honor, but under all of it, something much, much deeper is happening. Our nervous systems have already lost the memory of what it feels like to rest, to not to collapse on your bed and sleep for 2 days, but how not to numb out, how to be still and on purpose, to actually just pause without guilt. We all develop ways to cope with this kind of chronic stress, and usually it falls into one of two camps, both totally valid, but both totally exhausting over time. Some of us go inwards. We like to call ourselves the introverts. We scroll, we binge content, we disappear into podcasts, reels. We overconsume because we don't want to feel what's actually happening in our bodies. It's really this introverted response to stress, to avoid, to escape, and to tune out. Others go outward, and I used to be one of them too. We fill our calendars, we say yes to every opportunity, every meeting, every social event. We become experts at showing up, achieving, performing, and sometimes for everyone but ourselves. It is the extroverted response to stress, to stay visible, stay productive, and trying to stay ahead. But underneath both of these strategies is the same energy, the fear of what will happen if we stop. Somewhere along the way, we forgot how to just pause. And unfortunately, the systems around us don't reward stillness. Stillness is misinterpreted as being unmotivated or lazy or disconnected, but stillness is none of these things. It's clarity. It's a kind of power too. It's that moment when you don't force something into existence, you just trust what you've already planted. And that's not always easy. We are taught to push, to make things happen, but growth doesn't always respond to effort. Sometimes it responds to space. The deep, intentional pause is where integration actually happens. It's where wisdom gets to form, and it's where our nervous system gets to finally take a freaking breath. As an example to illustrate this, think about planting a seed. Some plants grow fairly quickly, a few weeks, maybe a month, and you already see some fruit. Others take their time. An olive tree, for example, can take years to mature, but once it does, it will bear fruit for centuries. And just imagine you digging up both of those seeds every week to check their progress. You would destroy the process entirely, right? And funnily enough, we do this with our own lives all the time. We forget that different seasons call for different timing, that not all growth looks productive, that resting doesn't mean nothing is happening, and that sometimes the deepest changes are unfolding beneath the surface, completely invisible, but entirely necessary. This is why learning to discern when to act and when to stay still is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It's, again, not about becoming passive, but it's about tuning into your body, to your capacity, and trusting timing. Consider time as your absolute ally, because it's going to help you notice when your action is rooted in alignment or when it's rooted in fear. When you start practicing this discernment, something else will shift too, because you'll see your nervous system will start regulating. The constant tension will ease, and the compulsion to fix every single little thing right now will soften. And with that also, the constant self-criticism, the shame of I should be doing more or why I can't stay focused, blah, 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 it all begins to fall away. You will stop measuring your worth by how much you produce, and you'll start experiencing your life as something you're actually inside of, not just reacting to.